summit in the city of Brest in France, a call from UNESCO. So the Director General of UNESCO also did this important call for all the UNESCO member states, the 194 member states, so they could also support this implementation of ocean literacy in the curriculum. This was a very important milestone because it supported us to really communicate this project. And at this point, we are also, we have recently launched the translations because we had it in the beginning in French, but now we also have the translation in French and in Spanish. So you have this material in 3 different languages, and it's available as well in the UNESCO website to download. So our ambition for a Blue curriculum is especially the inclusion of ocean literacy in the school curriculum, support stakeholders part of the educational community to address ocean literacy in formal education, prepare the next generation, so youth mainly, that are receiving education at this moment, to become Blue professionals. So we see as well when we develop this material, in many cases, young people tend not to choose marine sciences or professions connected to the ocean because they don't have enough information, especially if they come from interior regions. And that's something that we also want to shift with a Blue curriculum structure. Prepare the next generation, so for the professions, but also empower governments, policymakers, and educational stakeholders in this inclusion of ocean literacy in the curriculum. And we propose that by this theory of change. This is a model that we proposed in this material. So we think ocean literacy can have different types of forms and different types of possibilities. So when we also propose this theory of change for the Blue curriculum, we are proposing things that can be done, of course, inside of the classroom with this knowledge and awareness perspective, but also activities that can be done in contact with nature. So when putting also students in touch with the local environment or a local ecosystem, they can also gain a different set of skills. And we also think that it's important to work on the values and attitudes that the students can gather from different types of attitudes, from different types of activities that a Blue curriculum can promote, and competences. So this is the framework that we propose for a Blue curriculum. And this framework can also be connected to our mapping of the national priorities. So also when we were developing this material, we did a consultation with ocean literacy experts, also people that were already trying to push for a Blue curriculum in their local regions. And we understood that could be interesting also to connect the Blue curriculum to the current national priorities for education. So a country, for example, might have a very important vision towards the future, or a priority in medicine, or a priority in human rights, or a priority in climate change. And the Blue curriculum can as well be incorporated in this sense, because we don't think that ocean literacy needs to be like a fixed discipline in the curriculum, but a flexible approach that can be as well connected to the many different priorities that might emerge from the diverse member states. And here I would, recalling what I mentioned it in the beginning of this presentation, when we had this call from the UNESCO Director General, there was also this quote which is quite strong, and which also we realized when we were developing this material, that the ocean is not yet present in the school curriculum. And from an international perspective, that's something that can occur with quite a long, with quite a current basis. So in many regions, the ocean is not even mentioned. So children are receiving education, but without any knowledge about marine ecosystems, or what is needed to protect in the future, but also what types of values they can create with this environment. And also the cultural connections that we might also have with the ocean. So in many places, even the word ocean is not present in the curriculum, and that's quite significant when we think on an international perspective. So yes, I mean, having also this scenario in mind, after the launch of this toolkit, we also developed this circular letter that was sent like from the IOC to all the member states. This is mainly a call to include ocean literacy in the curriculum by 2025 as part of the Education for Sustainable Development initiative. And it includes as well this letter that was sent from our executive secretary to other member states. It also includes an attachment letter from the ambassador Peter Thompson, who is also the special envoy for the ocean in the UN. And that's also a process that is supporting us in creating a strategic process to have the blue curriculum in some regions. And as part of this process that we are also organizing for the blue curriculum, we also are doing back-to-back with this process, starting to develop a project on a global blue schools network. So today, there are many blue schools network when we look also the international perspective. And those global blue schools network, it's not often that they speak with each other or that they have the same type of criteria, for example, for a school to become a blue school. So understanding also the scenario, we thought was also important to define a common ground for the blue schools criteria, to strengthen the collaboration between the national coordinators and the regional coordinators that are already present on the scenario, but also to strengthen collaboration with the many partners of a blue school, which might be teachers, but also other types of stakeholders and sectors. And we also, in the years to come, we would like to support this global network, and especially the national networks with specialized training, and also with specialized support for capacity building, but also for the establishment of new networks. And we would like also to create those tailored trainings, because we see that also from the community of blue schools that there is an emergent need for different types of skills that the network coordinators need to gain. And this is also what we aim to do in the future. So we would like to create as well this global community, contributing to the SDGs 4, which is related to education, 14, related to the ocean, and 17 that is related to partnerships. And with a solid global blue schools network, we can as well advance on a blue curriculum, because we can as well support this process that I was mentioning to all of you in the beginning, which is the contact with the member states and in many cases with the ministries. And now I leave for all of you also some resources that might be useful for those that don't know the publications that we have. So in the last years, we published a different set of materials. Those are toolkits mainly that can be used by the ocean literacy community. We have launched in 2017 the Ocean Literacy for All toolkit. This is a toolkit mainly for teachers, and it's a toolkit that is quite useful for teachers that never worked the topic of ocean literacy in their classroom. So it provides really a series of lesson plans that they can use in their context. We also have the state-of-the-art for ocean literacy report, which showcases mainly the state-of-the-art of ocean literacy internationally and the activities that are also taking place internationally. The blue curriculum that I showed to you. And we also have a catalog of the Ocean and Climate Village. This is a traveling exhibition that we have in our office that we take it to different places of the world. So we already organized this traveling exhibition. It's an exhibition of art related to the ocean. And we organized it already in Italy, but also in China, and it's taking place now in Barcelona. So if you want also to visit our Ocean and Climate Village, we are in the Port Olympic of Barcelona from 9 to 6 and during the day. and it's available until the 12th of April. And we also launched the new publication that is not present here because we recently did also a report on blue washing, because we think it's quite important for especially the private sector evaluate better the proposals that they receive for ocean literacy, but also for ocean related topics, for example, ocean regeneration, because sometimes we see many projects being funded as well with private funding, but they might not have, on ocean topics, but they might not have a good tracking of results or scientific data that is being collected. So I thought it was also time to do a publication on greenwashing, on how to avoid, in fact, greenwashing. But this is a publication also very targeted to the private sector, which was released this week, that you also might find interesting, and I will leave it to you. And this is the invite for you, because we have the Ocean and Climate Village, so we wait you in the Port Olympic during this week. It would be a pleasure to receive you there. We also have, this project also has been done, this edition with the support of the Youth for Ocean Coalition and the European Commission. So it will be quite nice for you to visit and as well understand how this project can be as well connected to a blue school, because we receive visits from schools where we really take the schools to on a guided tour to understand our exhibition, and generally the students, they really like it, they really get very excited in this process, but also the teachers. And I would like also to leave a last invite for all of you, because at this point we are also collecting thoughts for this, what we call Venice Declaration. This is a document that we are developing in the context of the Ocean Literacy World Conference that we are organizing, that will take place in June in the city of Venice. And this is a meeting which will mainly have experts from the different member states of UNESCO, but where we would like to collect thoughts for the main priorities of ocean literacy in the future. So with this declaration, we also want to inform the different member states that would be important also to have ocean literacy in the next UN Ocean Conference, because generally ocean literacy is not placed as the pillars of those types of processes, and we think could be very important to have ocean literacy as part of those high-level agendas. So we expect as well your contribution. You can scan the QR code and also do be part of the survey. We are more than welcome to receive your feedback on how we can make ocean literacy part of the high-level panels worldwide. And thank you so much. I leave as well my contacts. You can, if you are interested also in collaborating in projects related to blue education, you can as well contact me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And also there are several takeaways. Also, the free project prepare a declaration also. So maybe we can share and join the thought, because the idea of this section, it's merge the action of 3 different projects supported by Europe, but also get the synergy together with the European network of Blue School, and also, so therefore, with the UNESCO one. And now we were speaking about Europe, so we got the support of the EU mission, and we have a video message from Claudia Pecoraro, that you can say is the Policy and Communication Officer of DG Research and Innovation.
I would like to thank you for this kind invitation. Unfortunately, I could not make it to be with you today. And this is because I'm traveling to reach you in Barcelona at the Ocean Decade. I would like to thank you for this kind invitation. Unfortunately, I could not make it to be with you today. And this is because I'm traveling to reach you in Barcelona at the Ocean Decade. I'm very glad that all the important mission projects that are aiming at networking and bringing citizen science to become and to play an important role for the mission are gathering today to discuss how networking, how join forces to work together to achieve the audience, the target audience that are citizens but also students, particular students, to understand and raise awareness about the importance to restore our ocean and waters, to protect biodiversity, to make the blue economy carbon neutral and circular. These are important objectives that you know very well, and I'm sure that you will do your best to highlight them. And in order to strengthen this collaboration among the projects aligned with the mission, but also to enhance synergies with other projects that could be relevant for your activities. Today, I would like to invite you all to adhere to the mission charter. This will facilitate you to strengthen cooperation, align efforts, achieving a critical mass which is needed if we really want to achieve this objective by 2030. And I would like also to mention that as the Mission Ocean and Ocean Decade 2030 objectives are well aligned, all the charter actions are also aligned to achieve the 10 outcomes of the Ocean Decade. It is very simple to adhere to the mission charter. You can find a link where you can endorse the charter. It is not binding and it is a simple survey. But why you need to adhere to the charter? You need to achieve a critical mass. If you want really to make the change needed at local level, if you want really to raise awareness, to promote ocean literacy. And in order to do so, you need to align forces, you need to strengthen a cooperation to multiply your opportunity for networking, exchange experience, improving knowledge, but also exchange tools, best practice, be part of our community of practice involving the entire UC River Basin does contribute to create impact and achieving the mission goals. I would also like to invite you, because by adhering to the charter, the mission charter, you will benefit from mission services and tools to empower citizens, students, and the people to take action by engaging in ocean literacy and education. And of course, you will benefit from a dynamic investment ecosystem and advisory. So my plea today is to become close to us, to engage closely, to cooperate together by endorsing the mission charter, by be part of our mission community, because only in this way we can help you support your activities in enhancing the objective that you have set. I would like again to thank you all, and I wish to meet you in Barcelona during these events. Thank you very much and good continuation. I would like to thank you for this kind invitation. Unfortunately, I could not make it to be
It's going low. Claudia was underlining the message. So now, indeed, we are to engage. Also, we are going to show you how these three projects, these three sister projects, are engaged in this. I would like to invite to join me the coordinator. They are here. We have Pierre and Luigi. Luigi is the scientific coordinator of ProBleu, Pierre, the coordinator of BlueLightS, and we have connected, I've seen as short coordinator. This is a 3 different project. We have 3 projects supported by EU mission about the Blue School. Each one of these have different point and tile and how they are going to approach the engage of the student of the school, and also that they have tools to support how to engage inside the mission. So they're going to explain us. And this is also, you can see by the geographical point of view, the partners of the free project. And so, as you can see, we cover quite all the space at the EU level, but also we are going to involve also, because there is, for instance, there is AFSIN, also the associated country. And now I'm going the floor to Luigi. This is yours.
Thank you, Vanessa. Hi, everyone. This is Luigi. I am a researcher at Earthwatch in the UK, and I'm co-coordinating this project ProBleu together with the team at FESIC, especially Eli, who is working on and coordinating most of the tasks. So I will spend just a few words explaining why ProBleu is important in this context and what is differentiating us from other similar initiatives. So ProBleu is one of 3 projects funded by the Commission to increase the ocean and freshwater literacy in and around Europe. So let's say that the particular elements of ProBleu are that we offer grants to schools in 44 countries, all the European Union countries plus 17 associated countries, in a competitive process through calls that we are publishing periodically. So in this very moment, we have an open call, open till the end of this month, where all the schools can participate, and we will have 2 more, one this year, one next year. So that's the main characteristic of ProBleu, having this very wide geographic scope, covering all 44 countries of the associated countries and the European Union, and providing these grants to the best projects that we receive. That's it. Thank you. And maybe Pierre.
Thank you. Yeah, it's neat. Now we are going just to, thank you very much. Indeed, now we are going to give just some main point of each project, but we are able to go in ahead with questions, something like that. So now I've seen, I hope you can open your camera so you can see you. And so you can go to present Shaw. Here you are.
Thank you, Vanessa, for giving me the floor. I will definitely open the camera. And first, I would like to introduce myself. I am Professor Afşin Çetinkaya and working as a professor in the Environmental Department at Yıldız Technical University. The university is located in Istanbul, Turkey. I take part as the coordinator of the SHORE project. The SHORE project aims to enhance the ocean literacy in elementary and secondary schools. During 36 months, blue curricula will be developed and applied in Baltic Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Rhine River area, and successful 100 schools will have the potential to get funded up to 10,000 euros. In this consortium, there is a contribution from 14 different institutions belonging to Turkey, Italy, France, Austria, Ireland, Poland, Hungary, Czechia, Estonia, and Romania. Next slide, please. The dissemination of the project is shown here in 3 shells. The first and the most important factor is the school ecosystem. First, Blue curricula will be developed and disseminated through student projects. As a result, in the middle, local communities will benefit from school projects. They will act as amplifiers and multipliers of these activities, which were produced in the previous step. Then they will carry these projects to disseminate to the last stakeholders, who will be general public and local society. Next slide, please. SURE will support the management of school projects through a platform which was finalized recently. This platform includes gamification, virtual learning environments, and allow for public access to the project materials. Additionally, the platform boosts an up-to-date subject, which is carbon and water footprint calculation. Students will benefit from these calculations. It's expected that this calculation procedure will increase their perception on sustainable development goals. Apart from direct project contributions, third-party people, which I mean public, will also have the ability to select the best school project by voting sessions. According to the results, the best selected project will get the title of Ocean Ambassador, Literate of the Year Awards. That's all for now for the SURE project. Thank you for listening.
Thank you a lot, Tim. And the last one, the new one, the last was promoted by EU Mission, BlueLightS with Pierre. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I think to explain the aim of BlueLightS, we can start with some calculations. We all have in this room, I guess, supported Blue education projects. If I go back to what Evie said this morning, she mentioned 400, 500 Blue School in the network. You could hear from the All Atlantic network reference to 600 schools. Now you see 3 projects where each of them might bring an additional 100 schools. And then you close your eyes and you start to imagine how many schools you have in Europe, and then you realize the challenge we face. So here, the angle we took in BlueLightS was, yes, we will support a project in schools with financing. We hope we will support ambitious projects, which are projects that bring a school to an ocean conversations as opposed to a class for a single year, so it becomes part of a structure of a strategy of a school. We believe also that we have to ensure that the projects build on a series of principles that are important for education today. You see some of them written down on the left bottom of the slide. Open schooling, citizenship educations, for example. We need also to diversify the schools that are coming to the school networks, as Evie said this morning, and in the Ocean Literacy Dialogue. Fair, inclusive, reaching communities we do not succeed in reaching today. And finally, and that's probably the most important part of BlueLightS, we are aiming at internalizing a blue discussion in the education community. I don't know how many of you in the room are from the education community. Many of us are from the marine science. Let's say you can move a bit the limits of a community here. And for us to be successful, in 3 years' time, we would like that half of the room is from the education community, teachers, trade unions of teachers, regional authorities dealing with education, Ministry of Education and the like, because they will be on board of our Blue education conversation. The tools to steer the process, like SURE and ProBleu, we have the calls for Blue Challenge in schools. That's important. We try to support a Blue education conversation in high-level educational events and communication channels. We support the setting up of an interface between the marine community and the education community through a community of practice challenge. And finally, maybe the most important specificities of BlueLightS is trying to experiment the integration of the blue into building blocks of the education systems. Building blocks, you can imagine education system, you heard about curricula, you can think about training for teachers' capacities, you can think about the role that the Parents Association plays with the school systems, you can think about the regional strategies for educations, bringing connections with a much wider community, stakeholders, that what is happening today. And finally, our capacity to deliver this is a small fish, that is the consortium. When you build fish like this with consortium partners that have a double name, like CITIJ, they get a bit disintegrated into this diagram, so sorry for that. Go back to the website of BlueLightS and you will discover who we are. Thank you. Maybe one last point, and I would like to thank in particular Ellie, Vanessa, and Afsin for the event that we have today. We feel that the connection between the three projects is essential. We have a very small pin, Blue Education in Action, because we feel, if you see, there is not the logo of our project. We feel that's what we have to aim at. If you would like to have a pin, just come to see me. Thank you.
Indeed, I accept it. I accept it because it's true. We are free project in Blue Education Action. And speaking about action, networking, and also barrier to build up the networking, we have here Evie, I'm sorry, maybe I'm going to wrong your spelling of your surname. Kopejans? Similar. She's managing, from EMSEA, the network of the European BlueSchools. That is one of the goals that we have all together as project, to feed the network at the European level. And so we are going to understand better.
Because I need to take this.
About the network, if our technical issues are possible to solve.
Sorry.
Here we are. Yes, I think we have a PowerPoint. No, okay. So we are a bit stuck with the presentation. What's the an alert? This is a spoiler. So maybe we can start also with our presentation to speaking about what the network, one of the synergy that we find all together. I give you my micro. So you can go, yeah.
I could do it again without presentation, sure. Why not?
No, about...
The network of European BlueSchools. For the people who don't really know the network well, the network is one of the three communities of the EU for Ocean Coalition. EU for Ocean Coalition was supported by DJ Mare and Cinea. So we are the network that brings ocean literacy into the schools. So in the EU for Ocean Coalition, there are three networks. We have the platform bringing together organizations in ocean literacy in Europe. We have the Youth for Ocean, bring together all these youngsters, young professionals. And we have the BlueSchools. So the network was set up and coordinated by us, EMSEA and Scientia Viva. Okay, thanks a lot. presentation. We got it. Yeah. So, and it started out of the first need to see years ago, there were several papers that were written of, hey, we don't find the ocean into the curriculum. You also saw it in the presentation of UNESCO. If there's an ocean topic in the curricula, it's pretty fragmented. It doesn't really give the right value to the ocean, what it should have. And I would like to quote one of the founders of ocean literacy in the US way back. He said, can we be science literate without being ocean literate? So it kind of this quote resembles what was needed in schools. You can't teach science without speaking about the ocean. In every system, the ocean should be included. So it came from that corner, the knowledge corner. We should integrate the ocean in all these courses. But over the years, ocean literacy has developed into something much bigger than just knowledge in schools. So we really want to see schools as agents of change and sustainability, and let them create projects on that bring ocean literacy into schools. So that's why we created this network of European BlueSchools. We have a few goals here with this network. We want to make sure that we bring together everybody who is already working in schools on ocean topics and let them exchange experiences, which is very important as a teacher. Also, to give inspiration to other teachers. Another goal certainly is bringing schools and ocean professionals together. Schools, teachers, school directors, they're not trained into ocean topics. So they should get training, they should have activities, they should bring everything that happens today in research centers and companies, we can bring it into schools. So this network also facilitates that. So the EU BlueSchools, we have about 400 schools now in the network, from all ages, kindergarten up to 18-year-old high school, in all countries and regions. And if you start looking what projects are in this network, they're really very, very wide, going from scientific, boat building, developing products, biofuel, languages, water sports, IT, children creating an app. It's so wide, it's so rich once you start digging into these projects. So the network of European BlueSchools, it has, of course, it's an umbrella we call it an umbrella program, because we don't only bring in schools into the network, we try to bring in a lot of programs that are already running in Europe, and there's a lot of them. We try to bring them in the network and connect with them, and also connect the schools in our network to these programs. And of course, we try to see who is actually doing all these BlueSchool programs on national level, regional level, or maybe municipality level, and create one big network. So for us, it's quite important what is happening now today. It's a major opportunity that there's now these multi-country BlueSchool programs, SHORE, ProBleu, and BlueLightS, that can benefit our BlueSchool community. So as incentives, we only gave a certificate to the school. A school director is actually really happy with the certificate because it brings in more students for his school, to be honest. Teachers are also happy with the certificates. We give training, we give networking sessions, we give opportunities to teachers for e-twinning. But the major difference now is these calls for funding. And it's really boosting the network. So we see that in the amount of applications, they're going up very fast. It has always been a need for a school to get funding to do actually a project, to go to the sea, to get a bus, to pay scientists to come over. So buy some equipment, or do something much bigger, work on a scale of a few months and do regular, participate in a citizen science project. It costs a lot of money, so these calls are fantastic opportunity for the schools now. So, okay, I'm gonna skip this. For us, the collaborating with the 3 projects and also is a massive opportunity. It increases the capacity of the network of European Blue Schools. I don't know with how many times, but a lot. And surely all the things that are getting developed now within these 3 projects can feed into the network of European Blue Schools. And together we can create this, robust ecosystem in Europe where many other Blue School initiatives can rise up, like little mushrooms everywhere. So it is really a major development that we have this. So with regards to legacy, we also look forward to building here in Europe this Blue School program. That's it. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Indeed, all the call we told are going to support, improve this community. And one of the challenges that we have how to integrate all the community, and also the community that already exists. Indeed, now we are going into deep to understand different networks that already existed. That we have some example. The Some Escola Blaves is a network here in Balearic Island. After that, we're going to Portugal and again in Turkey. So we are going to have 3 examples. Now I'm going to invite Christian Esteva, Dositic, to explain us the network in Balearic Island. And after that, we are going to have Maria João Ferreira for the network in Portugal, and I've seen, again, that we explain the network or what we are going to do now in Turkey. So now, Christian, if you can come here, yeah. The floor is all from the other side. Okay. Thank you very much. So you can explain what we are doing in the wonderful place like Balearic Islands.
Hi, everybody. You hear me well? Yeah? Okay. Well, yeah, first of all, Ellie, thank you very much for inviting us to join this session. Thank you, Evie, for always supporting us and mentoring us as well. Yeah, so I was asked to share with you our experience from the Balearic Islands and the work we've done to sort of include I talk loud anyway. Yeah. Okay, good, better? Okay. So, yeah, I was saying that I was asked to share with you our experience from the Balearic Islands and how we have managed to bring blue education in the curriculum somehow. And yeah, we started this adventure actually in 2020 when, from CTEACH, we decided to join the EU for Ocean strategy. And we saw this initiative about the blue schools. And we started thinking with my colleague Silja, how can we improve this? Because the approach is already great, but how can we improve this? So we said, we need to tackle from the roots. We need to connect with the teachers from the ground and connecting them on a one-to-one basis, informing them about what is a Blue School, what are the benefits, how to work on ocean literacy in class. And yeah, we applied to an Erasmus Plus project back in 2022 together with EMSEA, you know, Evie, she just did the presentation. A school from Mallorca called SG Donaire because they could also bring the connection to all the schools on the island. And Clube, because we have the Portuguese friends here. It all started in Portugal, so we connected to them somehow. They provided us with some knowledge. Okay, so I'm going to explain in 3 steps. I only have 3 slides, okay? I'm a teacher, so I'm easy. So the first one is the approach. We applied to an Erasmus Plus, but the funding was very small. We only got 30,000 euros divided by 4 organizations, meaning we have nothing really, or very little. So we said we need to be creative in order to kind of provide activities to the schools and in a way that they can implement these blue projects. So we said that, as you know, one of the criteria to be a Blue School is collaborate with one partner. And we said, okay, instead of collaborating with one, you can collaborate with 4. So we decided to build this model where we collaborate with a company that can provide money or can provide tools to the school. We're going to collaborate with an NGO because many times it's the English teacher that applies to be the Blue School because they speak the language, so they apply to be a Blue School, but they don't have the knowledge. So if we bring an environmental NGO or a research center into the project, they can transfer the knowledge to this teacher. We also counted with the city council or with the government because they can provide visibility and also funding for transport. Transport is very expensive, I think, everywhere. And also media, very important, because in this way, what we manage to do is to spread the word not only in the school, but also in all the community and all the Balearic Islands. And you can see here some examples where we did some sea cleans, where, for example, in this case, we collaborated with a company that it's renting boats, or in that one where, you know, teachers created these materials with recycled solutions, with the knowledge that was coming from an environmental NGO. Okay, so with this approach, we certified 100 schools in the Balearic Islands in 1 year time. A lot of work from us, from Evie, or MC, from the school, and from this NGO as well. Okay, but yeah, once you certify them, what do you do? Okay. You need to keep on going, no? So we say, okay, impact. You need to carry on with this. It's not okay just to, okay, you're a Blue School, and now what? That's what I always say, no? So yeah, we called media, like the TV. We went to the radio with the kids. We did lots of events where the community could be aware about us and about the Blue Schools, the EU Blue Schools. We won a trophy, the Westmed Initiative. So the impact was not only done in Mallorca, but in other regions of Europe. And yeah, some visibility from the European Commission as well. And with this impact, we managed to do the next step, which is, doing spin-off projects and collaborations with key stakeholders, okay? So I have the pleasure to say that today we have our Ministry of the Seas and Ports with us from the Balearic Islands, so he's here. And we have one of the Blue Schools with us from Mallorca, so they traveled all the way to Barcelona to be present in this conference. Good. And yeah, to sort of carry on with this Blue Education, so for example, we're doing a contest right now that actually the deadline is this Friday, just so you know, where we've done the collaboration with EMSEA, which is the research center of the Balearic Islands, where schools can apply to this contest. They need to design a blue project, and if they win the contest, they can obtain 2,000 euros, okay, which is great. Then, how to bring the ocean into the classroom in a more formal way? We have ES Bendinal with us today. And in the Balearic Islands, we have a strategy that is, if there is a topic that is not included in the curriculum, you can create a commission, a committee. Okay, so for example, you have a commission of environmental issues, you have the commission of equality. So we said, why don't we start the Blue Commission? And they've done it, and I'm happy that they've done so. Yeah, other collaborations with the Maritime Museum, with ports of the Balearic Islands, collaboration with money, because it is important, so we've got some money from some bank. And together with Celia and Mike, we have created the Blue Schools Cluster, which is an association where we will carry on the work we've been doing in the project, because the project is gone, but we cannot leave our schools alone now. So yeah, we look forward to carry on with this work, collaborate with you all, and we're always happy to receive comments and contacts. So thank you very much.
Thank you a lot, Christian. Great experience. And of course, we are going to build up synergy all together, I think, because we have to. And now we are going to listen to another great experience. I don't know, I'm in front of them, with Maria Joao Ferreira. Could you connect your video, please, so we can see you? And could you explain us the experience in Portugal? I don't know.
She is there.
You are? There is a message, Maria? Oh, we are not a technical issue, because today we are collecting a technical issue. So it seems that her video is working, but okay, here you are. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, Vanessa. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you for the invitation to share the Portuguese Blue School journey. Escola Azul was born in Portugal 7 years ago to promote ocean literacy in Portuguese schools. Portugal was the first country to implement a certification program for schools working on ocean-related themes. The Blue School was a pioneer and inspired the creation of international networks such as the EU for Ocean Network of European BlueSchools and the All-Atlantic Blue School Network. After 7 years, we continue improving the level of ocean literacy in schools, promoting critical thinking and creating responsible and active generations that contribute to the sustainability of the ocean. We can do this because we have partnerships with a large number of organizations linked to the sea. Our schools can find partners, educative resources, and everything they need for their projects on our website. It's a meeting point. Next slide, please. We currently have almost 400 Blue Schools, 117 partners, and 393 educational offers, all of which contribute to the implementation of our students' projects. Our Blue School program is empowering Portuguese-speaking schools worldwide about the importance of the ocean and how to protect it. Next slide, please. Our Blue Schools focus their activities on ocean sustainability, marine pollution, conservation, marine heritage, water sports, and climate change. Students, teachers, and partners recognize our Blue School program methodology for promoting flexible and practical learning. With a transversal and collaborative learning environment and access to resources on ocean literacy, the program offers an engaging experience. Together, we are stronger, and by working together, we can promote ocean literacy, protect our ocean, and make a difference. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Indeed, Maria Joao, the connection, the synergy is It's the word I'm going to say each time. Now, there is
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you. Now
Thank
it's
you
the
so
time to
much.
have seen, to present the experience that they are doing in Turkey. It's slightly different. It's not about the network, but how they are doing connection at political level. So it's quite supporting the UNESCO idea. It's your turn. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa, for giving the floor second time. Now, I would like to explain why we have been successful in the Turkey case. First, we have the chance to look from an engineering perspective, actually. Up to now, educator perspective was effective. Differently, we tried to tie all curricular events to the platform that we developed by incorporating recent environmental issues, which include carbon and water footprint. Actually, these topics are quite up to date and attract the attention of different stakeholders. On the other hand, we included bibliometric analysis from open literature. We could observe the popularity of ocean literacy among different regions of the globe. Therefore, we could analyze the decreasing and increasing trends in the interest of ocean literacy and blue curricula. And also the most important difference of this project was to reach a huge number of students. This was occurred by using the hierarchy between different institutions. We could reach the highest rank staff of the ministry, and then official letters were distributed to the schools. This enabled that short announcements to reach nearly 20 million of students. A little snowball turned to be an avalanche, and we are trying to manage this to go straight in line. Next slide, please. Universities are regarded as a crucial part of the education system, and it is the upper part of the pyramid of the education system. In Turkey, Yıldız Technical University is a renowned higher education institution which is located in Istanbul and currently hosting more than 50,000 students. Within the university, an excellence center for ocean literacy will be established soon. And as a last word, I'd like to appreciate to those who has taken part in preparing this great event and to all of the contributors. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot. As we told before, the idea of the day of this section, it was just give you all the information about the work that are ongoing in Europe and what we would like to do. But what we decide, the pre-project altogether, is to build up an European Blue School Declaration. That is, would like to put on paper our willingness to work all together, to build up the synergy and how to do this. So there is a document in which we describe all the main point by the political level from the UNESCO goal for 2030, the goal of EU mission at national level and so on. But we reach 5 points. And in this 5 point, we try to include also the other institutions that we hear today, like the UNESCO or like the EU mission. Indeed, the first point is collaborate. Collaborate across the different geographic area. You see, as you've seen, we cover quite all Europe, combined research, supporting with the call, and to build up the network and to support the network. And this have to do together. Enhance also the cooperation at the international level for the implementation of the blue education, the curriculum. So this have to be in synergy, for instance, with the UNESCO. And so all the action they are going to do really are going to reach some point, some common goal altogether. And connect all the European and European national level and also with the network, so with the European network, contribute the education in policy and strategy, because sometimes we also listen to the idea of UNESCO that is very true, no? That the ocean literature should be also transversal to other topics, not so. So maybe we should to collaborate at national level that ocean literacy or water literacy, that is better because we're speaking about ocean and fresh water. So it could be included in all the policy of the education. And all together we can do this. And communicate about the network, communicate about the charter of Blue Education, communicate about the visibility of the EU mission. We have a lot of goals to reach all together for 2030 because we have ambition point also because we are under an emergency. So we have to act all together to respond all together. So this is the last presentation of the action that we would like to do today, but I give the floor to my colleague that also she is in part of the coordinator team of the ProBleu project, that it's Eli, also the one of the main point this session today. And after that, if you have some question, and we are going, after that, we close the session.
Thank you, Vanessa. One of the most important things that we have done this latest month is to create a core group between the 3 projects and the EMSEA all together to create a space of collaboration where we are talking about the goals for Blue Education to the schools. We are trying to create a community of practice. I'm talking about how to create the European Blue Education community of practice. We also are working on how to provide support and help to schools around Blue School hubs. And also we are trying to work together to organize several activities of communication, events, etc., that will enhance this visibility of Blue Education in Europe. So this is something that it's now working on. We have several data for these meetings, so we are very happy because new things will be, we will have some news in the several weeks. And we prepared a little bit of discussion about all these points of this declaration, but as we are a little bit late because of the previous event and everything, we will send you the link of a Mentimeter. I don't know if you are familiar to this. It's just like a quiz about several questions about our declaration. So we will send you the declaration and the link, and you will be able to give us your opinion. Okay. And now what we will do is to call the speakers. If you want to go upstairs, go to the floor, and you can interact with them, and we can discuss a little bit before the snack.
Yes, if there are some questions. Indeed, about the declaration, this is what we've done now. It's the first draft. So all the input that you are included, we are going to send all the declaration and the survey together. So all the input will be included inside of the document. The document will be uploaded in the web of this conference, so of UN. And also, it's like an instrument, not to build up together the bridge that we underlined before. I don't know if there are some questions for some specific speaker. Yes, there is one question.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, it's here. It's okay here. Thanks a lot. Maybe just a point is, in a couple of years ago, there was a group of people that met in Portugal, and they signed a declaration, a charter for Blue Education in Europe. And I think for us, this is the tool that we have to continue to make living. Here, we should really call it as a commitment for collaboration between the 3 projects, because otherwise we'll start to get a bit of confusion between what we aim at doing, which is really working together so we best support the network of Blue School, the Mission Ocean delivery, and then the international movement of Blue Education. I think that would be more targeted to what we will deliver. And then on the 5 topics that you mentioned, that's clearly where we need to put efforts together. There's no issues there. So it's a very small comment, but it's important because quite a few people in the room were signing the Charter for Blue Educations.
Yeah, no,
And maybe one point, but it's a very small, it's not a small comment, but it looks like a small comment. For people that were just in the ocean dialogue in the afternoon when there was a discussion about Global South, there was a very critical discussion about the use of the term literacy. And I feel we should reflect on it, and from the discussion emerge ideas that were more looking around blue culture or blue citizenship, which we feel, in fact, might be much better the way to sell and to connect our blue education. In some way, with these 3 projects, we are slightly easier because it's education, it's blue education, but then connected to blue citizenship instead of ocean literacy with all the difficulties with the term. It's not a small comment, but it's...
Not at all. Indeed, this is a theoretical discussion. We're going through the philosophy of the Blue School. But for the first point, indeed, we agree because also there is a declaration, a Venice Declaration, so we make it also confused with the declaration. And the charter, we use it in the text, the charter as reference. So it's quoted, so now people can see that. So maybe it's true, but in the difference in the name, yeah, put the difference, and maybe from that we could build up our working group, where the blue citizenship and start to discuss all together. I don't know. There is another question or comments or point? No. So we can close now, and I hope you enjoy Barcelona. Yeah, there is there is an something to eat also.
Yeah, all the speakers, if you can come here for a picture, and if you go upstairs to the first patio, you will find some snack, and we can continue the discussion, networking a little bit all together.